Are we filming? Yes, we are. So welcome to another video. This video is all about this sticker. It says FSC, and then there's a code, and you see this on lots of paper products. And this is all about paper-based productivity, isn't it? Filofaxes, notebooks, other systems. And quite often you get this label, FSC. What does it mean? This is a week on 2 pages, mini size, 2026. This is a pucker pad that I bought today. This is an academic 25-26 diary that starts more or less now, and I just thought it's cheap at my local supermarket. I will find a use for it, and so I bought it. Don't know what I'm going to use it for yet, but you cannot have too many diaries. That is my philosophy. But another philosophy I have is to look for this FSC sticker. But what does FSC mean? Well, it stands for Forestry Stewardship Council. I always thought that S stood for sustainable or sustainability, but it's actually stewardship. And I for years and years I didn't know what that meant. So I decided I would find out and share what I found out from you. It's a non-profit organisation. It's been going over 30 years now, and I'm recording this in August 2025. And it's operating in a lot of countries worldwide. In fact, 89 countries as I record this, which is not 100% of the world's countries, obviously, but a fair proportion of them. And it's the world's, according to their website, the world's leading sustainable forest management solution, which sounds good. So I, as you know, I'm inclined to experiment with this sort of thing. So I actually looked up some of these codes. There's a 6-digit code on each of these stickers, each of these labels, if you like. So I looked them up. I'll leave details in the description showing you how to look these codes up. But for instance, I looked up the pucker pads organisation, which is based here in the UK, but the actual products themselves are made in PRC, which is the People's Republic of China. Oh, excuse me, no problem there. It is what it is. I had a look at Filofax as well. Now, you have to be careful here, because when you look up Filofax, only one certificate is listed by Filofax AB in Sweden, and that is marked discontinued. So you initially think, oh, what's going on here? Have they lost their certification? No, it's just that I typed in the wrong thing. So if I type in FLB Group, which is the organisation that controls Filofax. FLB stands for Filofaxes, Let's Diaries, and Blue Line Stationery. If you type in FLB Group, then it shows that there is a valid certificate. It also shows the expiry date of these certificates. The one for I can't remember. Actually, I was going to try and remember it, but I can't remember it. But this is a valid certificate, which is great for Filofax. And pucker pads, great for pucker pads. I also looked at Moleskine, and their certificate is valid as well. I'm assuming that even some very, very cheap notebooks have the FSC, the Forestry Stewardship Council sticker on. But Let me know if you find any that don't. I'm not saying that every single stationery product I buy has got the FSC label on. I'm not saying they do, but I am more aware of it. I'm more aware of it. I don't know the ins and outs. I don't know whether rules are bent in the place of origin, the place of manufacture, the milling process. But I would like to think that people are sort of towing the line, as we say in the UK. I think are playing by the rules. It's a great idea. And I wasn't actually aware that FSC was a global thing. It's been a global thing now for 31 years. It's certainly interesting that not all countries are signed up to this. But you have to be careful here because, for instance, Greenland isn't signed up to FSC. But how many trees are there in Greenland? It's not something where Greenland has a paper industry because there are no trees. So you have to be careful and not be judgmental if you look on the map and say, oh, well, how come they haven't got that? How come that country hasn't got a validation certification process? But I'm sure there are countries where they don't give a monkeys about it. But I don't know. I ask myself, for instance, we hear things. I'm based in the UK, and I'm benefiting from. I'm a consumer in the UK, benefiting from products being manufactured around the world to take advantage of cheaper labour rates, so that I can buy something like this pucker pad diary for £4 instead of £50 if it was perhaps made in the UK. So I am a beneficiary of that system. But we do know that the Amazon rainforests are being chopped down at an unsustainable rate. It's a very, very political thing, and people are worried about it. So I'm assuming that products made, paper products made from Amazon rainforest trees are not certified. I'm assuming that is the case. I don't see any way around that. So I think the way to help limit the damage, and the damage is going on every minute. I can't remember how fast it is, but I suspect that in the time it's taken me to record this video, there's been a huge amount of Amazon rainforest that's completely disappeared as I've been making this video. I think it's about the equivalent of a football pitch or 2 football pitches of forest disappearing every minute of every day. So I understand it. But if you know different, correct me, please, in the comments. But I think people are becoming more cognizant and aware of what's going on. So it is really pleasing to know that products from companies I buy stuff from, like Filofaxes, they've got with the program. My pucker pad I bought today, I bought it in a supermarket very, very cheaply because it had the FSC sticker on and it was prominently displayed. Had it not had that on, I wouldn't have bought it. Because I wouldn't know where I wouldn't know how much harm that irresponsible management of the forests, how much damage. It's just a no-brainer. We should all be looking at this. But anyway, I'm going to leave it there because I'm banging on too much. Thank you very much for watching. I really appreciate it. This is a bit of an unusual one, talking about environmental concerns. But as paper users, we should, I think my aspirations to tread lightly on the planet are probably very, very common amongst you as viewers. But anyway, there we go. Thanks very much for watching. Until my next video, goodbye.